All right. Hopefully this is working. This is gonna be my first YouTube video back. It's been a lot of time has passed, more time than I thought would pass, and I think it's just because my goals changed. Right. A lot of things have changed since then. Maybe my perspective on how I wanted to have this channel. I think this channel started as something that just I want to be for me, and I think it still does want to be specifically just for me. Um, but a lot has happened since, so I guess it's kind of just update, kind of just what I want to work on in this channel and what I want to take it. And I know it's going to be more of a channel that is dedicated to just being my story, my kind of just something for me to see in the future. So I think what I want to start with is just an update on what I've been through. And I know before it was like kind of just getting through my marathon and prepping for that. So that's something that has taken a lot of time to prep, and I made a lot of just not great moves when I was training for my marathon. And I think you might learn from it, you might grab something from it, and I think it's good just to get a view on someone else's mistakes. Mistakes was the right word I was looking for. So starting with that, my marathon, that was finished it last year. That was was it back in October? So it's been a lot of time, and some stuff has happened since. But besides that, the marathon I learned a lot, especially during the whole experience of the marathon. In a way, it showed me exactly what it takes to get to that kind of level. So I guess skipping ahead, I finished the marathon in 3 hours and 30 seconds, which was my goal. My goal was sub 3, but I was close, right? I was 30 seconds, a little over 31 seconds behind, but that's fine. I still had a great time. And it taught me a lot during the whole process of just being able to put your mind to something and get it done, right? I've done it with half, I've done it with other things in my life, but this has shown me a lot more than that. So I learned a lot. I learned a lot about diet. I was definitely not eating a whole lot of food. I had the classic runner mentality of just be light and you'll be faster, which it did help me in a way, but it killed a lot of my gains because it led to burnout. It led to just not adhering to my program, either doing too much, either doing too little. It was just a mess, right? I definitely could have done stuff better, which I think you always can look back in hindsight of at almost anything you do. You always think there's something always better to do, something you can always just work on, and I think that's something beautiful about it. There's always something to learn from, right? So I really failed in that. I really flopped in my nutrition. I was bouncing up, eating too many calories, eating too little. I should have just not worried about it, but it is what it is. You live, you learn. So marathon, I learned a lot about that. I also learned a lot about my goals. I think in a way, the marathon taught me a lot about how I wanted to really achieve something that was even maybe bigger than me in a way. And I did learn a lot about that, but I also did learn that maybe it wasn't my exact really big goal, right? Like, I enjoyed the whole process and I love running and I'm still going to run. But in terms of the future, I don't believe I'm going to be running or doing a race anytime soon. I know, it's a shock to me because this is more recent, but I have more goals in terms of wanting to put more size on, right? Like, in all this time, another big problem I had was I was trying to push it too hard in lifting and running. It was a big problem. Like, I was trying to do two things at once, which I now have learned you only can do so much at once, right? Like, there's this quote I have somewhere. I think I literally had this. I think the same last video probably. You can be anything you want, but you can't be everything you want. That's something that sits with me for so long, and it's insane how just of a big of an impact that can like it just I don't know. It's a word that resonates. It's a phrase that resonates with me so well, and I really think that it speaks so much truth in terms of when you have something, when you have like a lot of goals, right? You want to achieve a lot in life, right? Like make your own business, or run a marathon, get stronger, gain more size, more muscle, whatever it is, whatever that goal is. It's so hard to chase two things at once, because one is going to suffer more than the other, or they're both going to suffer and never going to get good at one. So it makes me realize that you have to really dial in your focus and really like find one thing you want to get good at. Like maybe the other thing could be maintenance, but find one thing you really want to be good at and chase that, and then maybe have another season for something else. It's all about seasons, and it's all about finding what really works for you. But in terms of going forward with this channel, it's basically just going to be kind of just me yapping. This is some style that some people might like. If you don't like it, I'm sorry. But this is just for me to see in the future and see how far I've come. And I guess in terms of what's next is just me to keep building muscle, go to the gym, dial in my program, progressive overload, surplus, all those good things. And also just, I guess, in a kind of taking a little bit of a turn from fitness and everything, going over to the mental side. I think over the past couple months, maybe since last year, I have not been exactly myself. I don't think I've been exactly showing my true self a whole lot. I think in a way it's been just because I've been so focused on a singular thing that when that thing's over, you kind of you don't mentally change, but you just mentally have to be okay, what's next? And sometimes there isn't that there's that what's next. It's just life, right? And I feel there's a lot to learn. I still have so much to learn, but there's so many things you can appreciate in life, like the small things, right? And I think what I fell into the trap of during marathon and everything else is distractions, right? They're all around us. I use this iPad is just my work iPad, or just I take notes on for school. But in a way, it's not consuming bad media, right? It's easy to go on Reels, it's easy to distract yourself with YouTube videos, but if none of it is really serving your purpose, then why consume it, right? You're consuming stuff that has no purpose. It's just to turn your brain off, and we don't. I think I've mentioned this before. I probably have. I'm probably I probably sound like a broken record, right? I probably said so many things I said before, and honestly, it's just so I can just keep it in the mind, so just keep it running, and just reinforce what I'm saying so I can remember it, right? The recall. But I think for me, I realized, so I have ADHD, and I find it hard to concentrate, right? So I need to have, I can't be doing too much, right? I can't be playing video games, watching a show, focusing on my work, focusing on my running. That's too many things going on, right? So there's always a cost when you're chasing something big. And I realized recently the cost is going to be leaving behind something that was part of my life. And that part of my life was playing video games. And now that I look at it, it's not something that serves my purpose, right? Yeah, some people can make it work and make it fit, but for me, that's not what fits in my life. I had so many great memories and I had so much good time, but the older you get and the more you can look back and appreciate things, I had my time and I'm clocking out. I had to focus on things that actually matter, When I'm 80, 90 years old, I want to be proud of what I have done, I'm 24 right now, but I want to be proud that, okay, yeah, I know when I put my energy into something, I can achieve it and I can get it done. So this is nothing different, right? So I don't really know what else to talk about. I can just yap forever. But I guess, yeah, if you're looking to level up this year, I would just shoot for just be yourself, find something you enjoy, find your purpose, journal. Journaling's a big yes for me. Has changed my life. Journaling, reading, pursuing things that actually matter, and not distracting yourself with content or media that has no purpose in your life or stresses you out. So I guess in a way, and this probably is absolutely awful for camera quality, but I'm getting blinded by the sun. So, oh well, it's going to be scuffed, but it is what it is, you know. So I'm trying to stay out of it right now. That's why I'm like halfway out of the frame. But this is going to get better. I feel like this is a good kind of intro back. But yeah, okay. I'll see you guys. Peace out. Have a good rest of your day.